I'm going to read Matthew 23 and 27. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye are like unto whited sepulchres, which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are within full of dead men's bones and of all cleanliness. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rikakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Israel that rule well. And shalom to the Akim, Akwathium, and the speckled bird listening and learning. Shalom. Okay, Matthew 23 and 27. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye are like unto whited sepulchres, which indeed appear beautiful outward. Okay, you got the groups out here that have on the extremely extravagant garments. Okay, you have those that believe and not taking anything away from anybody, but if the shoe fits, wear it. Okay. You got people out here that say everybody thinks they have the 100% truth. Okay. But you have men out here that are being proud and showing hatred toward their brothers. Okay. You got men that out here that have an outward appearance, and then you have men that have an appearance through their pride. Okay. Okay. Of being something that they're not. All right. So appearance through pride, okay, and appearance through their physical appearance, okay, and those that think that they have the 100% truth, but they've given away and kicked out books, or done away with books, okay, that are in the scriptures, done away with the name that's been given, okay, done away with the doctrine, you know, that is 100% truth. Okay, there's a lot of men out there that are professing to be godly men, but their actions don't show this, man. Okay, and like I said, if the shoe fits, put it the fuck on. All right, but their outward appearance, but are within full of dead men's bones. Because a lot of these groups, what they're getting ready to do is they're getting ready to lead a lot of people, okay, to their death, man. All right. Whether they have an outward appearance of godliness, all right, which is something that is appealing to the eyes. Okay, their garments, or they drive Hellcats and carry guns to camp. Okay, or that they believe that they're the only people that the Most High is dealing with. All right, you see, and this goes for all the groups, man. You know, they all have a pride demon attached to them, man. Okay, they don't want to take the low seat. They don't want to take the low place. All right, they don't want to be like Yahweh Shai, man. You know, Yahweh Shai was about teaching, okay, and telling people what was to come. All right, the new covenant. Not he wasn't. He wasn't telling people that calling people out their names and shit, man, on a regular basis. And he did get mad at people and call them demons, wolves. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, it's just these groups out here that have this perception that they are Yahweh Shai, man. You know, they have the complex that they're Yahweh Shai. Okay, how they carry themselves, how they're proud in their speech, but it's do as I say, not as I do. Okay, you're the only one that can call somebody out, and you're the only one that can tell somebody that they're not going to make it. You're the only one that can say if you're not with us, you're not going to make it. You're going to die. You got Nate screening people. to come into his camps, man. Through their social security numbers, dates of birth. You know, you see, you got people that stand outside of certain camps for years, man, and they're never allowed in. You got people that are teaching, and the scriptures tell you, what is that scripture? I can't recall it, but it talks about how Yahweh Shai was approached by, I believe it was John, and he said, this man was casting out demons in your name, and we forbade him. We told him not to do it. And Yahweh Shai was like, well, if he's teaching the same thing that we are, then leave him alone. You see? But when we question something that somebody's doing, for instance, when Howard the Maccabees questioned whether why the green light was put on his head, why would you put a green light on a person's head? We have to question that. Why would they do something like that? Yahweh Shai never put a green light on nobody's head to put their ass to death. If he's teaching, I just told you, if he's teaching the same thing that we are, then we should leave him alone. You see? But they tell us that we can't do those types of things. We can't tell somebody of that high stature that they've done something wrong. That's those. It says, "Woe unto you, scribes and you Pharisees, man, because you're hypocrites. You have this proud and arrogant spirit about yourselves. You see, and you tell somebody that they're full of pride because they're questioning something that sounds wrong. You see." And you just can't do that, man. I'm going to grab Romans. Go to the book of Romans 12 and 1. Start at 1. Okay. Romans 12 and 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice. So you have to have, matter of fact, let me continue reading. That you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable. Okay? Pay attention to the word acceptable, man. All right? Matter of fact, let me go to this blue letter, G2101. Oh, that's not the right one. Close that, G2101. Okay? Eurostos. Okay? Well-pleasing, man. All right? Well-pleasing. Pleasing, the Most High wants a pleasing sacrifice, man. Okay? And those things, those people that are full of pride, all right? Those people that they don't want to accept you, okay? Unless you're vetted in, okay? You've known somebody for years and they know that you've been doing certain things. This is my boy, I can bring him in. Or you go give your social security number to Nate and you don't got no criminal background, or your criminal background is not full of drug activity and felonies and different things of that nature. He'll let you come in. Oh, you've been a good Christian boy. We're going to take you because you're going to listen. You see? So, Kari, you just might as well go ahead and be a damn thug and a criminal, and carry a gun up to the fucking camp, and they'd love to have you. You see? But you stand outside of a camp, or you stand outside of a camp for 2 years, and you've been doing your own videos, doing your work, and you still having a problem getting into these camps, You see that these acceptable, we're supposed to make our bodies a living sacrifice, man, and make them acceptable. So if you're keeping these men, okay, that want to come into the truth, that want to be a part of, okay, if you're keeping these men, out of this truth, man, then what you're presenting to the Most High is not an acceptable sacrifice, man. Okay, you're keeping men from coming into the truth. by doing these things. You know, so that's why I say this is concerning all camps, man. This ain't just, I'm not pointing the finger at nobody. And like I said, if the shoe fits, then put it on, man. Then wear it. You know, and you need to examine yourselves. All right, you need to examine yourselves to find out whether what you're doing is right. You know, and just like Yahweh Shai said, if this man is teaching, he's not with us, Yahweh Shai. He's not with us, man. We ain't letting him teach. And Yahweh Shai said, man, if he's teaching what we're teaching, if he's for us, then leave him alone, man. Okay? You see? And a lot of you men don't understand. You just the simplest principles of these scriptures, you know what I'm saying, can't be understood. Yeah, y'all are deep as hell, some of you. You know? But those simple things, man, are hard to understand, man. And it tells you that, but you wrestle with the script. You wrestle with the scriptures, man. You know, because you don't understand love, man. You don't really understand that pride demon, okay? Because do as I say, not as I do. That's a damn pride demon, man. You know. So that's not an acceptable sacrifice to the Most High. You out there pushing the word. You out there, you making thousands of videos. You out there doing what you're supposed to be doing. But at the end of the day, you know, when you're doing the do as I say, not as I do, okay? But you can have the pride demon on you, but then you throw that pride demon at somebody else. Okay, this nigga's proud because he's going against what we say. Okay, if Yahweh the Maccabees is proud, okay, you know, and teaching the new covenant, you know, and that's what the apostles taught, man. That's what Yahweh Shai was teaching. It's in the Old Testament, it's in the Apocrypha, it's in the New Testament. That was going to be something that was going to be taught. That's what the scribes and Pharisees hated. You see? That's why I said that they were hypocrites. You know, because they weren't giving that sacrifice. They were being proud. You see? Their position of believing that they were the men of the Lord made them proud, man. You see? You know? And like I said, if the shoe fits, wear it. Because I'm not worried about y'all asses. All right, it's a wholly acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. This is a reasonable service, man, that we do. Okay, this is a reasonable service that we make our calling and election sure. That we seek out our salvation, man. We do that with fear and trembling. That we are convinced, you know, that we're in the truth, man. You know, we have to be convinced in our own thoughts, in our own mind, man. Okay? Fully persuaded in our own mind. All right, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Okay? So if you're still doing the things, okay, pertaining to this world, all right, 501c3s, okay, monetizing the truth, selling breakdowns, you know what I'm saying? You see, carrying firearms to camp, you're still doing things of this world, man. You got the 501c3, you're still working with Esau. You're carrying guns and to camp, taking the word away, selling breakdowns, which it said to sell not the truth, man. Give it freely. It was given to you freely, and you're supposed to give it freely. You're not supposed to sell the truth, man. Sell breakdowns. You know, you're not supposed to prevent men from coming into this truth. You're supposed to accept everyone, and if the Most High wants them, He's going to keep them, man. All right. We know that we see that all the time. If the Most High doesn't want you, He's going to spew you out of His mouth, man. There's plenty of men. Salakia. There's plenty of men that have been kicked out of camps that are still teaching the same thing that they've been teaching, man. Okay? because they may have had some difficulties in certain areas. Getting to camp, financial issues, they couldn't travel. It happened to me. I couldn't travel down to Philly because of my financial situation. And I ended up, they ended up telling me, hey, man, we don't think this is a good idea for you to keep coming. It wasn't no big ass arguments and breakup and all that. It wasn't all that, you know. And then I found out, like in my testimony, I got sick, found out I was fucking dying from cancer, got treated, and all the whole time I was getting treated, I was studying and making signs to come back out here, okay? Because I wanted to have that acceptable sacrifice, man. Okay, I didn't want to come out here and be proud, okay, and get 20, 30 men under me and be proud as hell, you know, 1,000 men under me and then be proud, you know. That wasn't my purpose. My purpose was to continue teaching the truth, man, to continue to learn, okay. All right, to make that acceptable sacrifice to the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, to transform myself, okay, all right, and come up out of this fucking this world, man, to not be the same person or be worse than I already was, man, because I had the truth, you see, not to say do as I say, not as I do, I can tell you not to do something, but I'm going to continue doing it myself, and I'm going to justify it through the Holy Scriptures. That's wicked as hell, man. And you can't do that. All right. That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think himself more highly than he ought. Okay? You shouldn't think of yourself higher listen, man, when I say it all the time. I'm down here. I'm way down there. I'm not trying to be way the hell up here. I'm just trying to teach, okay? Get a better understanding of what I'm teaching, get a better understanding of what's being taught. Okay, that is in the scriptures, because the new covenant is in the scriptures. It needs to be taught. All right, it needs to be taught, man. So that proud ass spirit is out here, and brothers ain't even seeing it, man. They can't even see it on themselves, man. And that shit is scary as hell. That I sit in a low place. I sit in this low place and humbly sit in this whole place. This low place, Salakia, and I watch, I observe, okay? Me being in the nursing field for over 20 years, I've been out of that shit. I drive a truck now, but me being a CNA and me being a licensed practical nurse, being a nurse, my job was to observe, okay? And through the spirit, that's the Most High gave me a hell of a spirit when it came to that, man. Residents, patients, their family members, they love me to death. I knew how to deal with people, in their dis-ease, man. Okay. So when I say that I just sit back in my low place and I watch, you know what I'm saying? Don't take that to heart, man. There's like you can call me a bug out, you can call me whatever the fuck you want to, but there's examples, okay, of people that have done me wrong. I had 2 examples of people dying, a couple weeks after they did what the fuck they did to me. I had an example of my baby's mama coming after me for more child support money, okay, when I was already taking care of my duties as a father. And that $1,200 she got a month was okay because I could afford it. But she got kicked out of her Section 8 a couple months later and had to pay $1,200 a month for fucking rent. And she couldn't get another fucking dime from me. Okay? You see? So I'm not saying that and I just got done reading, okay, that you not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yahweh hath dealt to every man the measure of faith. And I have a lot of faith that the Most High is going to take care of me, man, because my wife's seen it firsthand. My wife's seen it firsthand, what the Most High has done for me after somebody has done something to me. And it scares the shit out of her. You see? It scares her because she hears the things that I say. And when I say something, I say, well, just wait for it. Watch. Okay? So I'm just telling you. And I'm not going to big up myself because I've seen things happen to people. But what I'm saying, in my low position that I'm in right now, just teaching the word, okay? I am watching, I'm observing, okay? And there is a spirit of pride on certain brothers, these brothers out here, and these camps, all the camps, okay? All the camps, okay? All right? Sit here and name all of them. I don't have to. You know who the primary camps are out here. All the camps have a spirit of pride on them, and they don't even fucking see it. Okay? Because they haven't done what the scriptures are telling them to do. And one of those things is to love their brother, man. That brother that's out here teaching the same thing that you are, man. A lot of yous don't. A lot of yous have a lot of fucking hatred in your hearts, man. Okay? So what you're doing is an abomination to the Most High, and He's gonna rectify that real fucking soon. All right, believe that. All right. Let me grab. Let me go to 2 Corinthians. I was done here. So 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Yeah, that's 13 and 5. 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Examine yourselves. Okay. Like I just said, there's a spirit of pride on all of these camps. I'm not going to exclude any. All right. That spirit of pride is on all of you. And the scriptures are telling you, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Okay. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, because a lot of you don't understand what you're really involved in, man. You don't know. You think that you're in the truth because you're with a group. Okay, and that group is has the perception or is perceived as being the primary group, man, the only one. Okay, but we ourselves as individuals are supposed to examine ourselves whether we be in the truth. Okay, and the scriptures say to be fully persuaded in your own mind. Be fully persuaded in your own mind and work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. That's what we are supposed to do. Okay. All right. We're not supposed to play follow the fucking leader, man. All right. Follow the yellow brick road. What I say, you go say it. Okay. Re-up this video. Re-upload this. Land back off this video. Okay. You're not supposed to do that, man. That's not you. That's not you teaching what the Spirit has been given. The Spirit gives to you. You see. That's why a lot of you people don't understand the new covenant, man. Because you're going along to get along. You're not examining yourselves, man, as whether you be in the truth. Okay? You're not examining yourself as to whether you have a demon of pride on you. Okay? Or that hatred, okay, that you have for an individual because they're not in your group. Okay? Because if you're not examining yourself, if you're not making your calling and election sure, okay, by studying these scriptures yourself, okay, if you're following a man, all right, and fearing a man instead of fearing the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, then you're not examining yourself, man. Okay? You see? All right? All right? That's it. That fully persuaded in your own mind goes a long way, brother. All right, with you examining yourselves. All right. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. Okay. And the scriptures say that the Lord was going to choose your delusions, man. He was going to give you the perception that you were actually in the truth. All right. But you have a demon of pride on you, and you're throwing it and pitting it on other people. Okay. You see? IUIC could talk about GMS. GMS could talk about IUIC. GMS could talk about Sakari and ISUPK. Okay, it's a big ass Royal Rumble, man. All right, but in that Royal Rumble, those men that really want to learn, those men that really want the truth, those men that really want to just be in this thing to do the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, they're getting thrown into the fucking ring, man, as cannon fodder. A lot of them. Okay? Because they don't have time to examine themselves. They don't have time to be fully persuaded in their own mind because they're constantly being bombarded by all of these fucking debates, man. Okay? All these frivolous ass arguments. You see? This is the problem with all that, man. Leave that. If you've already proven your point to them fucking guys that don't want to learn the truth, man, then just leave that shit alone and teach. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do, man. You know? I'm not going to get into all that shit, man. That shit is a waste of fucking time. Okay? You see? Those are really unacceptable sacrifices, man. You're taking time to go over something over and over again about the same shit. Okay? The book of Titus tells us that after the second and third admonition that we're supposed to keep it stepping, man. You know? And I can't even remember the brother's name, an elder out of One West. If these niggas can't get it, we just gonna keep moving, man. You know? You can't flounder on the same goddamn in the same place, man. You know? You just can't. All right? So let me grab 1 Corinthians, Salakia, 10. And I think I'll start reading at 1. And I'll read down to 12. Salakia, my voice is getting a little cracked. 1 Corinthians 10 and 1. All right, the point is going to be in 12. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant how that all our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea, and were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea, and did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink the same spiritual drink, for they drank the spiritual rock that followed them, and that was Yahushua. Okay, all right. So Yahushua was with them when they came out of Egypt. All right, and the rock was Hamashiach. That's the Yahushua. But with many of them, God was not well pleased. Okay, for they were overthrown. For they were overthrown in the wilderness. Okay, you see. Now these things were our examples to the intent we should not lust after evil things. Okay? Putting green lights on brothers' heads, you know, making parodies, videos about brothers, how they look. All right? Making fun of brothers, how they look, and those types of things, man. Those are evil things, man. You see? You can't do those types of things and think that the Most High is going to be pleased with that. All right, you see, like I said, in my low place, I'm watching, man. You know, you see, and I'm saying this, like I said, to all camps, man. And if you see this and you want to call me a bug out, and you want to call me a weirdo, and all those other things to get laughs from your congregation, go ahead, bro. You know what I mean? You ain't going to do me no harm. I'm just doing the will of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right? And when you do those things, man, you're going to bring trouble to yourself. Not from me, but from a servant of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. No matter where I sit on the totem pole, at the bottom, in the middle. All right? You see? Neither be ye idolaters, as were some of them. Okay, so they worship Nate like he's the king already. All right, that's being an idolater. All right, you see, they put a lot of these men up on pedestals, man. You see, you can't do that. They put men up above Yahweh Shai. All right, you see, some of them, Salakia. Neither be ye idolaters, as were some of them, as it is written, the people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play. Neither let us commit fornication, as some of them committed and fell in one day, 23,000. Okay. Neither let us tempt Hamashiach, as some of them also tempted and were destroyed. Okay. See, when you when you start doing things, that are that the Most High doesn't like, that unacceptable sacrifice. Okay. Because there's only an acceptable sacrifice and an unacceptable sacrifice. Okay. And if you got demons on you, if you got a demon of pride on you, and the demon is so strong, okay, that you don't recognize that you're being proud. But when somebody on the outside sees it, and they start to speak on it, okay, you have a demon of pride on you. It is so heavy that you don't even realize it, man. That you're throwing it out there at other people. You're throwing that pride demon at that nigga got pride, that nigga got pride. But it's really, from an outside perspective, it's really you that has the pride, because you don't want to accept something that is written in the Holy Scriptures, man. Okay, but you continue to say that nigga is proud because he's going against us. Okay, all right, he's going against us because he's proud, and I don't need to say no fucking names because it's really irrelevant, because I'm speaking in general, man. And like I said earlier, if the shoe fits, then wear it. I don't fucking care, But when you start telling other people that they're proud because they see something that is wrong with you, all right, you're too caught up in your pride, that demon fucking you up, that you don't even realize it, man. You see, that's why it says to examine yourself. You're supposed to examine yourself. You're supposed to be fully persuaded in your own mind. All right, because sooner or later, man, the Most High he's gonna show you that you're wrong, man. He's going to show you that you've had a proud ass spirit about you. Okay, and it might not be too late for you to repent. Well, it's really not. It's not now. But when this thing gets cut off, like I said, I had made a video yesterday, during the Day of Atonement, and I spoke about certain things, man, that may take place. You may run into brothers that you were in camps with, okay? All hell's breaking loose. You running for your life. You might run into brothers, and they might start questioning you. Hey, brother, where's all the other brothers at? Where's these brothers at? Yeah, where they at? And the next thing you find out is these 1, 2, or 3 brothers that you were, that you drank yayan with, was eating chicken wings, that they all got the fucking chip, and they're trying to round you niggas up for Esau, man. Because you weren't fully persuaded in your own mind. Those 3 men weren't fully persuaded in their own mind. So they at the end, the Most High destroyed their ass, man. Okay? Because they didn't repent, and they didn't realize until it was too late that they had that demon of pride on them. Okay? Because it's hard to see pride. It's really, really difficult to see pride, man. Okay? You're just not going to see it. It's just something that an outside observer has to see it and tell you that you got a demon on you, and it's pride. You're not going to recognize it, okay? If it's something that you're always, that if you're the premier group and somebody recognizes that you have pride on you and they tell you and you don't accept it, then are you examining yourself? I heard a brother today. I can't remember the name of damn. Um, can't remember the brother's video, but he was talking about this. Actually, I'm actually using a few of the scriptures that he brought out, man. You know, because there's people out here that don't realize that they have a proud demon on them, a pride demon on them. You know, and they're not going to know until until they start to examine themselves a little bit more, man. They need to take that time to examine themselves, not worry about all the outside interference, because that's what's going to keep a lot of you stuck, man. All right. Neither let us tempt Hamashiach, as some of them also tempted and were destroyed of serpents. Neither murmur ye, but there's a lot of murmuring going on in Israel, as some of them also murmured and were destroyed. Okay. Now all these things happen unto them for ensamples, and they are written for our admonition, upon whom the ends of the world are come. Wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. That's the point. Okay, so you people that think that you have already made it into the kingdom, man, you better be careful. You better be careful. Okay. So let me grab Ephesians 5:1. Okay. Ephesians 5:1. Be ye therefore followers of Yahweh as dear children, and walk in love. All right, not hate. All right, and walk in love, man, and not hate. As Hamashiach Yahushua also have loved us and hath given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice. And that was an acceptable sacrifice, man. Okay. Yahushua went and did that all alone, man. He didn't take it. The apostles got put to death, of course, for teaching the new covenant. All right. Yahushua got put to death for what? He was an acceptable offering, man. An acceptable sacrifice to the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to forgive us of our sins. Okay, he did that out of love, man. Okay, and he did that out of love. And when he was saying, if another man is teaching what we're teaching, then leave him alone. Okay, all right. So that's love, man. All right, if that man's teaching what I'm teaching, it's all about love, man. I don't hate none of them brothers in these groups, man. They're doing what they're doing their duty, man. Okay, they're doing their duty. Sakari, ISUPK. It was a brother from ISUPK. I seen him down in Philly, down here in the city. I teach in. We try to talk to him. The brother gave him his number. We try to get him to keep coming down to the camp. ISUPK, man. They're all black. Everybody's black. If you ain't black, you ain't an Israelite. All right. So we still try to talk to the brother. We ain't gonna disrespect nobody. That's not our position. All right. You see? Okay. So he was for us an offering and a sacrifice to Yahweh for a sweet smelling savor. Okay. You see? That was an acceptable sacrifice, man. All right. So we have to send that same scent up through our actions in this truth, man. All right. And if you're doing things that are wicked, if you're hating somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's teaching the same thing that you're teaching, all right, then that's not an accept. That's not going to be a sweet savor. All right, that sweet smelling savor. Right? That's going to be smoke, man, in the Most High's nostrils, man. And that's uncomfortable. Blow smoke. Go stand in a room full of people smoking cigarettes, man. That shit is uncomfortable. That's the same thing the Most High is going to feel when you're doing things to another brother, man. All right. When you're trying to destroy another brother, that's what you're sending up to the Most High. You're putting the Most High in a room full of cigarette smokers, man. You know, and he's going to kill you for that. All right. Let me go to John 5:15 and 16. Here we go. Okay, John 15 and 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit. Okay, the Most High said, I have chosen you. Okay, 1 Corinthians 1 and 21. For after that, in the wisdom of Yahweh, the world by wisdom knew not Yahweh, knew not God. It pleased Yahweh by the foolishness of preaching. So if he chose you, okay, he chose you from the before the foundation of the earth, okay, to come out here and to teach the word, man. Okay? Through the foolishness of preaching, we persuade men. All right? We don't turn men away. We don't tell men to go stand over there for 2 years. You know, yeah, you gotta make sure that they're gonna keep coming back, you know. Couple weeks, a month, couple months. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna I'm not just gonna let a person come stand right next to me in the camp. You know, you gotta show, they gotta show and prove, man. You know? But that's what we're there for. Hey man, you gotta show us that you're gonna, be serious about this. You know what I'm saying? A couple months, man, we'll pull you over here to this side. Now you in the camp. This is how we conduct ourselves. Okay? No, don't get out of order. Don't argue with nobody. If the police come, I'm the speaker. Don't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Just simple as that. You know? Don't say nothing. Just stand there. You know what I mean? You get out of pocket when the police come and I'm the speaker, and you get out of pocket and get back your shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? See, so there's order. There's always going to be order. You know what I mean? We have to have that. That it has to be done. You know what I'm saying? But we don't do it in pride, man. We don't do it in anger. You know, if I have to tell you to leave because you've done something that's really out of pocket, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing that because I'm trying to protect the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It says that this word, you're not going to be, they're not going to be able to confound this word, man. But they can confound foolishness. All right, they can confound fuckery. All right, okay. They can kick our ass off the street. All right. So let me finish reading. I'm gonna continue reading. That's 1 Corinthians 1 and 21. Okay. For after that, in the wisdom of Yahweh, the world by wisdom knew not God. So the wisdom of this world is foolishness. Okay. And it pleased Yahweh by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believed. Okay. So the foolishness, we made our bodies a living sacrifice, and we made ourselves fools for Yahweh Shai's sake, man, to preach the word to save the people that believe, man. That's why we make these videos. That's why we stand downtown. We look like fools, okay? But the Lord said, I chose you from before the beginning of this earth, man, before the foundation of the earth, okay? Before you were formed in a womb, I knew you. Okay, so we have been given, okay, a duty, but in doing so, we have to understand that we have to do this to make sure that it's an acceptable sacrifice. Okay, that the acceptable sacrifice comes along with understanding what our position, our job is here. Okay, you see, that's the acceptable sacrifice. All right. To go out on the highways and hedges, on the street corners, and teach, to bring in the people that believe, man. Okay? And we have to do it properly. Okay? We can't be proud, all right, while doing so. All right? We have to put ourselves in a very low place, man. And there's a lot of brothers in all the camps that aren't doing that. All right, they're exalting themselves above Yahweh Shai himself, man. Some of them, okay, and you can't do that. That's an unacceptable sacrifice, and the Most High is going to kill you for that. All right, so let me get Psalms 119. Psalms 119. And all right, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way by taking heed thereto according to thy word. Okay, is he going to take? Are you young men going to take heed? Okay, all right, to be fully persuaded in your own minds. Are you going to take heed to that? Are you going to take heed to be careful of that pride demon? Okay, are you going to take heed to that? Are you going to take heed to make sure that you're presenting an acceptable sacrifice? Or are you going to continue going along to get along? Okay, are you going to do that? Because if you do, man, then you're walking through that wide gate, and that wide gate or that wide way is the way to destruction, man. Okay, that straight gate, that difficult gate is really being in a low place, all right, and being hated by those that have put themselves in a high position, man. Okay, they're going to be hated regardless, man. You know, but having an acceptable sacrifice is going to allow you to have the protection of the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, because we don't need the protection of men. Like I said, a lot of these men that these brothers and these groups are surrounded by right now, they're going to be like, they're going to disappear like a fart in the fucking wind, man. A lot of them. When the whole hell starts breaking loose, you may not see any. I said it yesterday. I said, I might not see the brother that I teach with, even though I live 3 miles away from him. We may run into each other, and everybody in my family is dead. He might run into somebody in my family and say, "Where's that brother?" Oh, they got him in a concentration camp, beating his ass because they trying to get information about you, and he ain't giving you up. Okay, or I could be the most. I could be have me in a trick bag. Okay, and I could go get a chip, and they'll let me out, and I'll come find him. Hey, let's go to Philly and see if we can find the other brother. You know, and all I'm doing is creating a dragnet for Yahweh, for the Esau to come get you, you know. And at the end all be all, I'm gonna get God any goddamn way. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just saying the possibilities of all of those men that are in these groups. A lot of these men that they're not gonna make it, bro. They're not gonna fucking make it. A lot of them. I might not. That's the Lord's will, man. Okay, but what I am trying to tell you is to make your own calling and election sure. Make your when you're making your body a living sacrifice, make sure that it is an acceptable sacrifice, man. Okay, fully persuaded in your own mind. That's where you're going to have that acceptable sacrifice. Okay, because you're going to understand right from fucking wrong, man. All right. You're going to know what love is, and you're going to know what hate is. All right. You're going to know that you're going to be able to see everybody that has pride. All right. They're pushing us. It's just us. If you niggas ain't with us, that's pride, man. That's pride. Period. And they can't fucking see it. Okay. All right. So let me keep moving, man, because yeah, I didn't even plan for this video to be this long, but it's all good. Okay. All right. So let me get Isaiah. I'm gonna go to the book of Isaiah 64 and 6. Let me get Isaiah 64 and 6. But we are all as unclean. We are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness. Okay, all our righteousness are as filthy rags, and we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away. Okay, so all of us can say that we're righteous men. All of us can say that we have the truth. All of us can say that we made it. Okay. If you with this group, if you in this group or that group or those people over there, all of them people can say that they have the truth. All of them can teach the wayward doctrines. They don't have to say the name. The chip, the C-hip is not the MOTB. Okay, all right. If you ain't in this group, our group, then you ain't gonna make it. They can all say those things, but the scriptures say that and all our righteousness, all of our righteousness, okay, are as filthy rags, man. And we all do fade. It says all do fade, okay, as a leaf. And our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away. So when it says our iniquities have taken us away, guess what? That our righteousness is as filthy rags. Okay, and that's talking about, it talks about the 2/3, but there's a lot of men that have the perception that they are in the truth, but they haven't examined themselves. They have not examined themselves as to whether they be in this truth, man, because they have a demon on them called pride that they cannot see. They can't see it. Okay? So that pride demon is gonna get a lot of people put to death, man, because they're not gonna acknowledge it. Okay, they're not gonna acknowledge it. All right. So let me grab Proverbs 6:16. Proverbs 6:16. All right. These 16 doth the Yahweh hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. Okay. A proud look. All right. Those people that are wearing the purple garments, that proud look, man, they have to be the shiny suit, man. All right. Slovakia. You see, a lying tongue. All right. Making up false accusations about brothers. All right. Talking about the one, man, that really takes the cake is IUIC continuing, and I think Sakari said it too, that Apostle Tahar said something about, the little girl thing. But the scriptures talk about rape and why it was put in there. Okay. But it wasn't talking about going out here right now and doing those types of wicked ass things, man. It was just something that was put there for a reason. It doesn't justify it, you stupid motherfuckers. All right. So, but that's the thing. So those people that have a lying tongue and hands that shed innocent blood and a heart that devises wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and running to mischief, that's following a multitude to do evil. That's making some of you brothers making videos about one individual, okay, because that was the sentiment in the group, okay. All yous are doing is getting fucking tiki torches, man, and kicking down the monster's door and trying to burn him the fuck up. That's what yous are doing, man. Okay, you're shedding innocent blood. Yahweh Shai said it. If the man is teaching the same thing we are, then leave him alone, man. You see? And you brothers ain't seeing that, man. That's why I said that pride demon is a hard one to fucking catch. Unless somebody on the outside sees it and tries to tell you, you're not going to see it, man. All right? You're not going to see it, man. All right? A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord, okay, among brethren. All right? Okay? Matthew 3:8. I'm just going to keep on rolling, y'all. All right. Bring forth, therefore, fruits meet for repentance. All right. Back to Proverbs. Okay. You got to make sure that you're not in danger of not being able to repent, man, because there's a lot of brothers that are borderline blaspheming the Holy Spirit, man, when it comes to the new covenant, man. All right. So Proverbs 11, and I'm going to read 1 and 2. All right. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. When pride cometh, okay, When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly, like I said, I'm down here. I'm at the bottom of the totem pole. I'm just an observer. I'm just making, I'm not making accusations. I'm just reading the scriptures and telling you what I've seen and what I've heard. Okay. All right. What I have observed is a lot of pride in all the groups. I'm not pointing at one particular one, but all of these groups are full of fucking pride, man. Okay. They're full of pride, man. You know, and you brothers that are in these camps that aren't being fully persuaded in your own minds, you're being fully persuaded by the fear that you have of these upper echelon men in these groups. You have fear of these men. You're not being fully persuaded. They're persuading your ass through fear what you should think and what you should say, man. Okay. Now there is order. There's definitely has to be order, but at the end of the day, you got to make your calling an election sure, man. Okay. All right. You got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. You don't work out your salvation, fear and trembling because of a man. You have to have order, but you gotta. There's a fine fucking line, man. Okay. There's a fine line. If you know that something is wrong, okay, then you're supposed to acknowledge that shit. You're not supposed to sit back and say, yeah, man, let's get the tiki torches, go kick his door down and burn his ass up. Let's go do it. You know? You see? You can't do that, man. You just can't be that way. All right? When pride cometh, them cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. Okay? We're not gonna follow something that's wicked, man. You can't do that. Okay? That you're following a multitude to do evil. Okay, when you do those things, man. All right. First Peter 5 and 6. Humble yourselves, okay, therefore under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time, because the Most High is going to exalt certain brothers in due time, man. All these brothers that have taken the low, that are on the bottom, okay, those brothers that have been humble, okay, those brothers that have been trying to love their brothers, those brothers that have been out here trying to help their brothers, that have been doing everything that they were supposed to do and have that acceptable sacrifice, the Most High is going to lift your ass up real soon. You're going to see. Okay? So don't be afraid to be an individual. Don't be afraid we listen to the brother. I listen to the brothers at Great Most Stone. I listen to a lot of those brothers. There's some brothers that I don't listen to. Okay, I don't listen to IUIC. I don't listen to fucking Sakari. I don't listen to all those other groups, man, because they don't have any food for me to eat, man. That's going to be nourishing. They're not gonna have the drink that I need to sustain me, man. They don't have that. So you know what, Salakia. I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch something that can't sustain me in this truth, man. You see? But what I am going to do, like Apostle Ramlab always says, okay, that you gotta chew up and swallow the meat and spit out the bones, man. All right? You see? Yeah, did I get that? 5 and 6. Here we go. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time. Like again, okay, because he is going to exalt some brothers that are in a low place right now. He's gonna move. He's gonna make that move soon, man. All right. Psalms 51 and 17. And I think I got one more after that. All right. Okay. The sacrifices of Yahweh are broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart. Okay. Because a lot of us, a lot of us, man, when we aren't surrounded by a lot of brothers, man, that we are brokenhearted, man. Because I want to go down to I think it's Louisiana and hang out with the brother Yahweh the Maccabees. I've been wanting to go up to New York to see the apostles. Shit, I want to go to Chicago and see the brother Elder Malcolm. You know, You see, there's brothers that I would love to go see, man. You know, but at this point in time, we can't do those types of things, man. All right. All right, let me read that again. The sacrifice of Yahweh are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite a heart, man. Okay. You see, the sacrifices, okay, that acceptable sacrifice, okay, being somebody that's not looked at as a man of the Lord, man. All right. That nigga ain't no goddamn body. You know what I'm saying? That's a see that would a lot. Let me let me just I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna finish this video, man, because a lot of you brothers, man, y'all just y'all don't know about love, man. You just don't. You know what I'm saying? You know that pride demon is a beast, boy. It's tearing you people. It's tearing a lot of you brothers' asses up, and you don't even know it, man. You know, because if you listen to what they're saying, you know, it's constantly being thrown at everybody else, man, but they don't look at it themselves. Okay? They don't examine themselves to see as to whether they are doing something wrong, man. You know? And that's because they have fear of men, all right? And if they have fear of men, they can't possibly fear the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So how can you have an acceptable sacrifice if you don't? You see? All righty. Oh, okay. Let me finish that at the end. All right. A broken and contrite heart, O Yahweh, thou will not despise. All right. We know what that's talking about. Grab this Romans, and it's Romans 12 and 1. I'm going to read that again. Okay. So I'm going to read this again. It's, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. Okay? Get rid of that pride, man. All right? Make your bodies a living sacrifice, an acceptable sacrifice. All right? Because there's a lot of things that brothers are doing that they don't realize they're doing, and that's not an acceptable sacrifice. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakadash. Again, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Israel that rule well. Shalom to the Akim, Akwathim, and the speckled bird, listening and learning. Shalom.